What's up, guys? Tom Matthew here for PhilAndTomPlus.com, and today it is the 23rd, Thursday, about 7:30, and we're doing a podcast number 11. And today we've got Mum here.
Hi everyone.
Janine, Dad.
I just bite my nail. Hi everyone.
That's great stuff. And today, we're talking about tools, and what did we just? I forget what we're going to talk about. I just said it then.
Traffic.
Oh, we're going to talk about one of the easiest ways that you can get traffic in the next 24 hours if you wanted to. Chances are you're probably not going to do that because you've never done it before, so it will be a pain in the ass and it will be frustrating like everything else. But the thing we're going to talk about is solo ads, and it is a way you can get traffic. It's the easiest way you can get traffic to your website, to your offer right now. We struggled with traffic for a long time, and then one of our coaches said do some solo ads, and we did, and we ended up in the next month after that we ended up getting, maybe it was 2 months, I'm not sure, we got like 3,500 people on our list. So I'm going to explain what a solo ad is, and then Dad, I'll ask you to talk about our story with solo ads. So a solo ad is simply you ask somebody who already has, you ask another marketer, somebody who already has an established list. They might have 10,000, 20,000 people on their list in your niche, and you can say that they'll essentially say, look, you give me $90 and I'll send out your link, a link to your offer to my list, and I guarantee you that 200 people will click on that link and go to your website, which means it guarantees you traffic. And that's exactly what it does. It guarantees you traffic. And depending on your capture page, people might opt in or not. So that's how you do it. And there's places, solo ad directories, where you can go and buy solo ads where people are saying, I will give you, for like $50, I will give you 100 clicks to your website. And that's exactly how you do it. It's really, really easy. And it's guaranteed traffic.
Clarification.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to the clarification. So, Dad, you just go ahead and tell me what? You go ahead. Was I touching your foot there, was I? You go ahead and tell me.
Well, yeah, we basically, look, we got some coaching. We've done that several times. And this particular person had a solo ad business, in a sense, and he basically popped us on Skype, where there was all these solo ad vendors, basically. And you might hear a bit of noise in the background. It's my daughter Louise who just walked in, and her dog Coco. Hello, Coco. And that's an ice cream hitting the deck. Okay.
Now it's a broken ice cream.
You can't sort of What did that person say once? Blessed are the flexible, otherwise you get bent out of shape. That's my daughter whistling for her dog, Coco.
There's one thing I can't stand, that I just want to destroy the world when it happens, is when you're trying to record something and somebody's making a racket, or a plane goes over, or a door opens. It drives me nuts.
It's called live.
I know, but we record over at Jaggers, right? Because we got nowhere else to record. And first of all, they have the TV on, which is fair enough. It's their house. But then you have them, they come in the door and they can see you doing something. They can see you recording, and they decide to have a chat with you. Can you not see I'm recording something, you stupid people? Drives me nuts.
Well, the size of a person is in the little things that sort of upset them. So like with my size, like if I'm in a McDonald's queue, for example, that's very upsetting, okay?
I can't stand when that stuff
if
happens.
if I'm in a cafe and they don't come and take my order within 2 minutes, that's very upsetting. so my threshold's very.
Speaking of that, today when I was driving Louise, a car apparently zipped in front of me real quick. She went nuts.
Who did?
Louise. She's like, doesn't that annoy you? That's something that doesn't annoy me at all. I couldn't give a stuff. But if you speak when I'm recording, I need something to happen to you very badly.
We were out on the deck last Friday. Was it last Friday or the Friday before? And we're just sitting there. It's a nice day. And we're sitting there for 5 minutes. And then as soon as Tom turns the camera on, a plane goes over the top.
I hate it.
And you can see the camera's going, and you can just see in his face, it's just, I just want to blow that plane. Shouldn't say that.
It's just this one. I'm ready to
blow
go.
That plane
ready
up.
to go. It just kills me. But anyway, back on topic.
Oh, we'll talk about the solo ads, and pretty well, this guy, coach, he gave us a good avenue into getting these solo ads. And my recollection, everybody's got a different recollection, but my recollection is we spent about $2,800. Pretty well about 28 vendors. So we had a fair crack at it just to get some experience.
And the vendor is just somebody who sells you the ad. So 28 people we did that with.
And some of them were very ordinary, and some of them were okay. But we did get leads, and it was the catalyst. But once you get leads, and it was exciting seeing the leads flow in. I mean, one day
it was the first time we had ever really got leads.
Yeah, that's right. We saw these leads flowing in, and one day we got about I can remember it was like over 200 leads. In the one day, and they were actually buying. Well, with solo ads, they people. The story is that it's a lot of what we call freebie seekers, largely, and we had a free offer, and it was an ebook at the time, and we were selling 3 of these free ebooks, 3 a day thereabouts, and some of those people actually converted and upgraded.
Yeah.
What are you yawning for? You bored?
Actually,
Okay.
yawning doesn't mean you're bored or tired. That it actually means you don't have enough oxygen in your brain.
Oh, I see. All right.
Just a little fun fact.
That's
You're
right.
smart.
I missed a lot of school.
That's
And
from
anyway,
Dr. Tom.
so the good thing was that you got these leads. Now, what that forces you to do is if you've got them on your autoresponders, you go, oh, gee, I've got to communicate with them. I've got to send these people some emails. So that created some pressure, and it was uncomfortable in a sense because we weren't quite sure what to write, but it sort of got things going. And I mean, nowadays to write an email is pretty easy, I would say, whereas back then it was a difficult thing. So yeah, we got these leads, and there's even though solo ads is probably one of the fastest way to get leads, there's a few twists and turns, which probably not worth going into on this podcast, but needless to say, if you needed to get some advice on what sort of vendors to try, I mean, we've got a stack load of vendors that we could point you in the right direction. No guarantees, but
yeah. So let's.
And then we have a new vendor that came out this week.
we did, yeah, another solo ad vendor, which we're
Great. Really want to. What's that story about? Quickly.
Oh no, it's just basically somebody in the systems. We're following information all the time, and they're just making big claims about their solo ads. That's all. So we'd give them a go. We'll try them.
Yeah.
But of course, if they don't work, it's hard to get a second chance.
Yeah. So let's just go through really clearly, because we've been going 8 minutes now. I like keeping these short. Let's go really clearly pros and cons of doing a solo ad. Now, once again, from my perspective, a solo ad is the easiest and fastest way to get traffic on the internet. You're literally paying for the traffic, and you're guaranteed the traffic. You are guaranteed that traffic. Now, again, you go to a solo ad is when somebody who already has a list of people in your niche, and you say, I want 200 people to go to my website.
200 clicks, they call it.
Yeah, they call it 200 clicks. So that's 200 clicks means 200 people going to your website. They guarantee you that. So you might pay them $50 to $90, something like that.
But they don't guarantee.
Hang on. I just want to get this out of the way. So you might have a capture page. It's one of your offers. Now you give them that link, and then they will say, okay, I'll guarantee you 200 people will go to that website, and you pay them for that, and that's it. They just send an email out to you with your link in it, and that's how it works. So it's super easy to get it. To get traffic that way. Now, what are the pros and cons? The pros are, like Dad just said, well, let's go through them. And you guys add in any that, if you think of any. The pros, number one, it's quick. It is super quick.
And for the newbie person,
yes,
you see leads coming
Yeah.
in. And it's a very exciting thing
Yeah.
to see leads coming into your system.
Mm.
We went for 3 years without leads.
Yeah.
We didn't have any idea.
Yeah.
People postulated about doing this and doing that, but we just didn't know how to put the action in.
Mm.
So at least this way, we put some action in and got some leads, and so that was a great thing.
Yeah, so it's quick, that's the first thing.
Mm.
It's easy. Now, when I say it's easy, if you're doing it for the first time, there's going to be some frustrations. There's going to be some things that
Teething
don't go...
problems.
Exact teething problems, because that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
You can't get around that. But it is easy. The truth is, if you try to do it now, we've got a video on it, on YouTube, how to get traffic instantly. I don't know what it is. You can go through our videos and find it. But we might link it below. I don't know. Mark?
Video?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's up to you.
All you're doing is...
But
But there's also
so
Traffic
it's
Academy.
well,
Traffic
I don't want to go
Masters.
too far.
Yeah.
It's quick and it's super, super easy. Now, they're the pros. Now, what are the cons?
Well, the cons are that because it's a freebie list,
Yeah.
these people, you can build an argument. The question is, are they buyers?
Mm.
Or are they so used to freebie offers that they don't actually buy?
Yeah.
So there's a bit of, we'll call that conjecture, a conundrum.
Mm.
And so you're going to have some people talking very, like that guy Shaq Hussein, who we met, and he's a solo ad vendor, and he's done a lot of money, and he through solo ads.
Yeah, he's got a lot of sales through solo ads.
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's somebody who, he emails his list once or twice a day. He basically, that takes effort as well. He's creative in terms of coming up with his offers, and he's probably putting bonuses in place. He's really working that list quite hard. I'd call it that.
Yeah.
Whereas you get someone like another, I won't mention his name, but and he's not about that, and he's all about building relationships on his list and not bombarding them with offers. Now, if you're a new person, you probably don't even know how to bombard them, with offers. So I think the thing for a new person is that, as we've expressed the pros, but the cons is to not get... You could be disappointed thinking that you're going to get all these sales. See, that's a con.
Well, let's make it clear. The con is what you were just talking about, is that the quality of the lead is not as good as, say, something like a video marketing would be. From our experience. Now, we're not saying they can't be.
I'd say, for example, all the people who have subscribed to our videos, when I say all, very few unsubscribe. Whereas with the solo ads, you're going to get a lot of people unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Out of the 2,500 leads, 700 leads, that sort of thing, probably 700 unsubscribed. And then in that, you've still got people, because we were only new at the time, you had people from countries that were deemed, I don't want to use the word poor, but maybe they weren't buyers, possibly.
Had no money.
Yeah, whereas the big countries, the top 4 or 5, you've got to talk about the USA, you have to talk about Canada, the United Kingdom, you have to talk about Australia, New Zealand. These types of places are affluent countries.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, it's about finding a solo ad vendor that has a list and will point you in that direction.
Yeah, so the con there we're saying is that from our experience, I want to qualify this, from our experience where we spent, what was it, $2,500 or something?
Yeah, 2,800.
28 ads that we did
2,800.
over 2 months or something like that, 2 or 3 months. We got a lot of leads. We got them very quickly. We got them easily, but they weren't the best leads. Now, what Dad just said is, and this is, I guess, this requires more investigation from us, and we are going to have more investigation from it, and we've got training for it in Traffic Masters Academy.
We do.
That you can, from any reports, you can get some pretty good leads from solo ads. Now, we haven't learned
But again, to qualify that, it comes down to you pay for what you get. And you can pay a higher rate per click, and you will get a better targeted person to go to your page.
Well, I can't. Can we say that? I don't think
then you can.
we.
That's how
but
they.
we haven't done that. We haven't done that.
Yeah,
So
that's true, without being disparaging to Janine,
I'm sorry for being
we're
disparaging.
probably at a point of difference.
I didn't mean to be disparaging.
This is what I would say about the solo ads. We expected a faster result, a quicker result. It didn't occur, so we were disappointed, okay? Because the advice that we had at the time said that we were going to get this or the perception was there'd be a faster, quicker result. Now, it is also true over a year, let's say 12 months from running those ads, we probably broke even. Break even means that we got our money back.
Yeah.
We spent 2,800, we got 2,800 back. A bit like that. You know, so
Which
Is
is,
that-
a
is that
plus.
is that exciting or not exciting? I would say that I can tell you in the world of the internet that to actually get your money back is pretty good. Right, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, now, does that mean, now those leads, some of those leads, because we cleaned out those leads, some of those leads are still in our system. And you just don't know. Sometimes people, it could be a year, could be two, could be three. The thing is though that once you get to that point in time, you've got to think like an investor. And the next lead that converts for us, you've got to understand this thing called your, you know, they call it your lifetime customer value. And we're positioned for that, and we can teach people to be positioned for that, because that's a big thing. And I don't even know if it's easy to get your head around, but it's a very critical point, you know, in terms of if you're going to spend your good dollars on traffic. Anyway.
Yeah, so I think we should just wrap it up there, but let's have a bit of a summary. If you've never got traffic before and you've got some money to invest,
Even if it's $100 a month,
even if it's $100 a month,
25.
solo ads
you will get leads.
will get you leads.
Well, when I should also qualify that.
It will
Yeah.
get
You know,
you clicks.
it really depends on the ad you're
It,
right.
it does, and it depends on the
Offer.
offer as well.
The capture page.
The capture page, yeah. But no, you are guaranteed traffic. That is guaranteed traffic. It's not like a pay-per-click ad where you have to play the game and do good copy or anything like that. It is guaranteed. We had such a basic ad.
On the provisos we just said, it's based on a bit of copyright. I mean, even as we say that, you've got to understand that maybe a new person, you say guaranteed, but
No. Well, you correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed traffic, not leads.
sure.
Guaranteed
Okay.
traffic, because
Yeah,
when
okay.
you buy the ad,
That's a fair point.
when you buy the ad, you say, okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you $90 for 200 clicks, which means
So
they
that's
click on
true. It is guaranteed traffic, but the distinguishing point is traffic isn't leads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The difference between traffic and leads. Traffic is somebody going to your website. A lead is somebody who gives you their email for an
Yes.
opt-in form. So it's guaranteed traffic. It's not guaranteed leads. So if you've never got leads before and you can't get any traffic at all, or you haven't learned how to yet, you haven't discovered that yet, and you have some money to invest, $100 a month, a nice place to start is solo ads, because one, it's the easiest way, it's the quickest way. And what happens is it will force you to. You'll get to see some activity.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you've got a business.
It does, yeah. Yeah. So that is a great place to start. Below this video, ask any questions you have about solo ads or traffic or anything like that. We will link the training video we did for solo ads, and it will show you where to go. It will show you the solo ad directory to go to and how you can actually buy a solo ad. We'll link that below this video. It's a YouTube
Is that
training.
called, what's that called, that thing? Master Traffic Academy or something? Or?
No, not that. The
No.
training that I did on YouTube.
Sorry. Strike that from the record.
So that means if you wanted to get traffic today, you could run an ad in the next 3 hours. It's super simple.
I'll put Traffic Academy down if anyone's
And-
interested.
And the other thing we'll put below is we'll put Traffic Masters Academy, which is a traffic course, and it has a master solo ad guy in there who does solo ads to run his business. And if you want to learn how to do solo ads like the best, you can in that. But that's a paid course, so you have to pay for that. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. Do you guys have anything else to
No.
say?
I think the thing to cover is that
Did you say cover or cover?
when I say cover, I mean cover. But the thing to think about is that for a new person, we're sitting here talking, thinking, oh, you know, they'll be able to work this out. But it's amazing the little glitches that get you down. That's why on our website we've got a questions session, questions
Box.
box basically, and so you know that's there so that if you get any issues or problems.
Let-
Things that we might have gone over quickly, you can just ask a question, and at least there we can point you in the right
Let
direction.
me ask you a question, Mark. If they're on this podcast post, where would they find that question box? Is that just scroll down the bottom?
If they say that, what was the question?
They're on the page of the podcast. They're listening to the podcast now.
Yes.
If they just scroll down to the bottom, is that
At
where
the
it is?
bottom of the website, it's in the black footer.
Right. So if you just scroll down, you're listening to the podcast
It's
right
on
now.
the
Just
right hand
scroll.
side.
Just scroll down, and on the bottom right hand side, there should be a question and answer question
And
box.
send Phil and Tom a question.
And send Phil and Tom a question. There you go. And you can send us any questions you got. But you can also put them in the comment section below, which would make more sense. But whatever.
Well, the thing is, with the comment section below,
Mm.
it's there to the world. Whereas if they put their question in the one below, no one sees it. It's up to them.
Private.
Okay.
Private.
Okay. Fair enough. I don't fully understand it
Right.
yet, but whatever. It doesn't. That's.
Now, what we're trying to explain to you,
Listen
Tom,
here, buddy.
Listen, no, I'm trying to
Listen here,
we're trying
buddy.
to explain
I will
the
fight
difference.
you right now. I will fight you right
One's
now.
public and one's private.
One's
Pretty
public
sim-
and one's private. I don't understand it. I'm not running the website. That's all Janine. So whatever makes you happy. Do whatever makes you happy. That's it. See you later. Hope you have
See
a
you
good
later.
weekend.
Have a good week.
And we'll see you later. Peace.